Hello super friends and welcome to DCTV Talk, and in today's episode of the show we are going to be breaking down and discussing the new Suit Up trailer that was released by the CW for the upcoming super season, so let's dive into the discussion. So yes, the CW have released a new promo for all of their upcoming seasons of the DCTV shows, and they do this every year now. Around this time every year they release what they call a super season trailer, which is a clip show which features many different clips of both previous seasons and also little bits of the upcoming seasons for all of their shows. You know, Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, and even this one included some Black Lightning, which was really cool as well. So I've done a breakdown. I'm going to go through all of the major talking points from this trailer, what we can break down, what we can dissect, so let's get into it. So the first part I want to talk about is the very opening, where we see one of the characters from Black Lightning talking about superpowers, and I believe this is from Season 2, which is insane. This trailer actually features the first Season 2 Black Lightning footage, because the Comic-Con trailer was literally a Season 1 clip show. There was not a single ounce of Season 2 in that Comic-Con trailer. But we do see this new shot here where we see he's talking about superpowers and basically talking about green light and how that has kind of affected people and has kind of created, you know, Black Lightning's version of, you know, Flash's metahumans, if you will. That's kind of their version of it. And obviously we do have Black Lightning in the universe, we have Thunder as well now. So there's quite this interesting development where we are seeing this, and I feel like that's quite cool to actually see how all this is being developed. So it's quite interesting, and hopefully this is going to get developed more as we move into Season 2, which I think it will. And that is a very exciting storyline, so I'm definitely excited to see where that goes. So the next shot is from Arrow, and this is a new shot from Season 7, and it's a continuation of the shot we saw in the Comic-Con trailer where we see Felicity running to save William, and she's kind of holding her, or holding him behind her back. And this is just a continuation of what I believe to be a nightmare sequence. I believe that this is all one interconnected scene. You know, if you take the footage from Comic-Con where we see William kind of stumbling on the ground, then we see Felicity running towards him, then we get this scene, and then we will also get Ricardo Diaz pulling out his gun on either Felicity or William, whoever it is, and pulling the trigger. And that is when Oliver wakes up in the prison, and that is when we see him wake up in the Season 7 trailer. You know, the first shot you see in the Season 7 trailer is Oliver waking up as if he's startled. I believe that's what it is. He, you know, wakes up to the gunshot of Ricardo Diaz. So I feel like that's all one interlocked scene, and I think that's a really exciting way to start off the season. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how the Season 7 premiere opens, is with this scene of Ricardo Diaz chasing William and Felicity, them getting shot, and then Oliver waking up. I feel like that's how the season's going to open, and this is just another little shot and little bit of teaser from that scene. We then see Cisco, who's sat on the Ferris Airways runway, which we've seen many times before on The Flash. I imagine this is where he is basically testing out all of Nora's abilities and all of her powers. Not too much to talk about there, but Cisco, he is back and he is doing what he does best on the Ferris Airway, so that's all good and that's all well and good. Now, the next noteworthy scene is quite interesting. We see Barry, aka The Flash, rescue a couple of security guards, and they say, oh, old school, and you can actually see that Barry is wearing his Season 1 suit. Now, this answers a question we were wondering about, which is, why is Barry in his old Season 1 suit? Is it a flashback? Is it Nora running back in time? Or is it Barry using the suit in the present day? So this actually confirms that this is Barry in the present day wearing his old Season 1 suit. As he says, you know, it's a little bit tighter than I remember. So this is him actually wearing that old suit. So obviously I assume what's happening here is after his Season 4 suit was destroyed, he's wearing this for now, and then Nora will give him the one in the Flash ring, which will be the one that he wears, you know, the new suit that we've seen, the Season 5 suit. So I feel like this is just going to be one of those scenes where we're going to, you know, it's just going to be cool to see him back in that Season 1 suit, some, you know, old Season 1 vibes, and this does confirm that this is Barry in the present day wearing this suit. However, in complete contrast to that, we have a scene where Barry is in his new suit. So this is the first actual live action, you know, video shot we have of Barry in the new suit. And we see him basically kind of holding something up. He says, you're a part of something bigger now. I assume he's talking to Nora when he says that. But you can see the suit there, and every time I see this suit, it just gets better and better and better. It just looks really great. I've seen a lot of people complain about the helmet. You know, people are saying that it's a bit off because it is actually a helmet. It's all just kind of a helmet that slots onto the head. It's not actually a like one piece for the helmet. The whole suit's a one piece, but the helmet isn't. It's like a, you know, like a motorcycle helmet type thing. I think it looks fine. I really do. I think it looks cool, and I really like this suit. And, you know, I've been waiting, you know, even though I think all the photos we've seen so far and the official poster was really cool. I've wanted to see a actual in-action shot from the filming of the show itself, and now I actually have that, so that's really cool, and I think it just looks great. I really like the red, really pops there, and I'm really excited just to see it properly. Like when we get the next Flash Season 5 trailer and we actually get to see it, I'm very excited to see it. We then get to see Oliver in one of the prison fights that we are being promised, and he's literally picking up a toilet seat and chucking it at somebody. I absolutely love that. I'm all about that. I think that's brilliant. Just seeing Oliver, this is like classic brutal Oliver from Season 1. He's literally just using whatever he can as a weapon. He is a true force of will, a force of nature. You cannot stop him. And this is him going back to that. Like I said, picking up a toilet seat, lobbing it at someone's head. I'm all about that. So I'm definitely happy to see Oliver going back to that brutal side of him that we know. And then we also see Felicity chucking hot coffee onto somebody. I assume that's going to be Ricardo Diaz. We see her. She's actually got that pink hair that we saw in the set photos. So obviously Felicity is kind of, we assume, under witness protection. We also know that she's going to be protecting William. So this is obviously her kind of living in some kind of random house or an apartment. I assume this is in Star City, although it might not be. They might have moved her out of Star City, again in witness protection. But we do see her in that pink hairstyle, which I think is really cool. Actually looks quite good on Emily Bett Rickards. And I think it's going to be a cool scene. It's just cool to see Felicity with this hairstyle, and I think it might, start off Felicity in a very interesting place for Season 7. Considering the storyline she's got going on in the season, or at least what it appears to be, it seems to be a very good season for Felicity. And finally, this is the final shot of the trailer and the last thing of note. We see Oliver again in the prison after taking somebody down. We can't see who it is, but he points at them and says, "You should have killed me." And that's such a good line. I think that's fantastic. I mean, obviously we know Oliver's in prison with people that he put in prison as the Green Arrow. So that means that he's going to be in there with some people who probably had the opportunity to kill him, but never did. Now, the people who we know he's in prison with that we saw in the trailer was Stardust. We also saw Brick. We also saw Bronze Tiger. Murmur was also there, but I think he was a Flash villain. But we don't know if there's any more, or if there are going to be any more confirmed. Obviously, I would like to see more, but I think them ones, especially like Stardust, Brick, and Bronze Tiger, I think are really cool ones to bring in. Whether we will get any more, we'll have to wait and see. Personally, I feel like he could be talking to Bronze Tiger, although it could be anybody really. It could just be any random thug that he put in there when you think about it. But I just love the fact he's pointing at them and saying, you should have killed me. Because if you would have, you wouldn't be in this situation right now. And I think that's a great line. It's really, classic Oliver, and it's just a great way to end off this trailer. It's a great trailer, because normally these trailers I'm not a huge fan of. Normally I kind of just, I'm quite blasé about them, I'm not really too bothered because they don't really show too much, or if they do, it's never anything too great. But this one's actually got me pretty hyped. This one was pretty good. It showed a lot of good footage, especially for Arrow Season 7. There was a lot of good footage in there, and Flash as well, Season 5. We got some confirmations there. We also got our first look at the suit properly, which is very nice. Very little Legends and Supergirl, but I don't know why, but like Supergirl is just like barely getting any footage, same with Legends, so it's just quite interesting. And like I said, we even got some new Black Lightning footage in there as well, which is really cool, like the first actual Black Lightning Season 2 footage, which is nice to see. But I really like this trailer overall. But what do you guys think about this trailer? Make sure you let me know all your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like. It will help me out a lot. And share this video with anyone and everyone you know who loves DCTV, and get them to join the community. And as always guys, please subscribe for all of your latest content on Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, and Black Lightning. And with all that said guys, I hope to see you again in my next video.